Hello, how are you going? Welcome me, Reski, here on another round of Righteous Rings, where I do real rings to you guys, my beautiful viewers. We're in my room today because I do have 2 out of the 4 kids home. But these 2 particular ones are giving me the issues today. So I've locked myself away in the room, and the weather's a little bit tumultuous today. We're having 4 seasons in one day kind of thing, so it's a little bit of a scrambled bag of goodies. So we are continuing still this long on the piece, even though it's nearly over. The April monthly. We're up to the sign of Sagittarius. So my centaur sweetheart, you're next in line to find out what's coming for April. I want to give a massive shout out to Skelly Skittles, a massive thank you and so much appreciation and support gifted to also Melissa, who's a mod of mine and also started off as an avid viewer, to Dan and to all the other beautiful support systems that constantly comment on my videos and show so much warmth and support during not just times of hardship and where you need a little grace, but just in everyday life. So thank you so much. So we are going to do the sign of Sagittarius for the placements of Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Mercury. As we go into a retrograde, we're pre-shadow at the moment. We do have a eclipse happening tonight, a full solar eclipse tonight here in my neck of the woods. Or is it tomorrow night? No, sorry, tomorrow night, Thursday night. Which everyone's very, very excited about. Yeah, so for you, Sagittarius, I decided to use the Nightmare Before Christmas deck. I've done a review about this deck, beautiful deck, blah, 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 blah deck. Love this deck. But we are going to use it for your May monthly, and then I'll use one of my other special ones over here to clarify for you for this month. I'm doing a standard Celtic cross of standard placements, which I'll just reiterate the initial vibe and message. But keep in mind that as we go through to the next stage of clarification, where those messages become more honed and specific, so they may change more as we travel through. So don't get too honed in on that initial assumptions, because that's exactly what it is, ask out of you or me. So let's not be arses and let's not be RC. Let's kick it while we've got it. We can shake it while we shouldn't. And let's pull these cards and find out what's coming in for my beautiful centaurs, the Sagittarius for April's month of 2023. Don't forget time's fluent, guys, because we are so late in the piece now. We're in like last week of April. It carries on through. Guys. All right, thank you everyone so much for viewing the content. Please leave a like if you so kind and subscribe. For the sign of Sagittarius for the month of April 2023, Celtic Cross Stand Places, please, Spirit. What do we have coming in for the sign of Sagittarius? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mercury placements of our Sagittarius for the month of April 2023. Remember, time is fluent. This will carry on into May, because your messages will be prevalent to now moving forward, not initially be what's already happened. Coming for Sagittarius, please, for April into May's month, 2023 year. Things to look out for, things to know. I feel like there's much hesitancy to even want to make a move, to even show a face, you know what I mean? There we go. It's like that feeling of eventually we have to, otherwise she's not going to stop shuffling me. The shuffle of life. That's a new thing. Like that. I do like that one. I just want to stick together because this change in temperature has been absolutely ludicrously awful for my deck. Like they're literally like sticking together at the bit. And it's driving me crazy. No matter what deck I use, it's all the same shit. The fact that these aren't glossy, that they're a matte finish, just makes it so much worse though. Underlying energy so far for Sagittarius is Cancer's major arcana. It is the Chariot. Mary choo-choo. We're on our way. And this is in some ways a little bit like the little engine that could, if you're not familiar with that story as a child. No underlying energy for the month so far. Cancer's major arcana is that of forward movement. It's having adversity through the disdain, through the trouble, through the issue, pushing on through and getting it done, like Christmas night, Eve. You know, Santa isn't meant to get all those presents out, but he does every year. He bangs that shit out meticulously and methodically. And that's kind of what you're doing. You're pushing through any of the reality to get to the center of it. But your current energy, though, Sagittarius, coming into the reading is the Hangman, but it is inverted. Funny, Santa's here. He's upside down. There's still a lack of insight here or faith in yourself, in your ability, in your own skin. It's a sense of not learning the lessons or being too, looking at yourself maybe as being too broken or bent at the moment or always. There's a sense of not gaining this spirituality, this wisdom, this insight, or this love maybe even for self. Because your challenge that you're going to need to deal with and face is the Knight of Pentacles. It is inverted. You're going to have to deal with much points of in Rita where things are stationary, not moving at all. If anything's stagnant, dead in the water, maybe nothing's even on board. There's no options either. In the crowning of the reading in the subconscious for Sag, we do have the Six of Candles, reverse, Six of Wands. We're going to battle for many things, but we are losing the, not respect, but the agreement or the backing of your family, the public, people's opinion around you. They're getting a bit stale of it and they're starting to revolt from it. The root of the reading, the foundation by which it's all growing from, is the Ten of Candles, Ten of Wands. Beautiful. Because at the root of the reading, there is much that has burdened you. And I think that's the underlying bunny of all of this. But I feel like you are going to release this 10 because it is upright. And I know I've said this to you quite a few times before, Sagittarius, and it seems like this is still an ongoing issue here. The past energy leaving you now is still prevalent, though, is the Seven of Candles. Reversed, the Seven of Wands, typically. All of this fire coming through here in prevalent places for Sag. Not making the gains here, not getting it up against your combatants. They're surmounting you. The past energy, they really boxed you in. Moving forward from that, we have the Two of Needles reverse, which is the Two of Swords. Mistakes and losses came from this. A lot of bad situations, a lot of bad decisions, a lot of bad mental facilities really took a beating from this. Spirit's advice for you, though, Saggy, for the month is the Eight of Potions, which is the Eight of Cups. Walk the way. Let it go to its grave and walk away. Make that active choice that you will not put any more energy, thought, clarity, or motion or care into it and walk away. Outside's view of you, Saggy, they see the Ace of Pentacles reversed. They see someone that is losing any materialistic gains and or beginnings that they were hoping to start at this period of time that may be causing them some issue. But your hopes and fears, Saggy, is the Ace of Potions, Ace of Cups. You fear it, but you want it. Love, compassion, relationship, emotionally driven connection that's really deep and really ready to seed and bloom. The outcome is another 10, my darlings. It is the 10 of Presents reversed, which is the 10 of Pentacles. You're losing a lot of monetary gains through this point in time. You're hemorrhaging money, I want to say. Your materialistic grace and grandeur is depleting, or the interest of what it was once worth is. There's much problems here in all areas across the board. I feel like they can all be managed very swiftly and very quickly. If you just maybe be a little kinder to yourself, because you've had such a hard run, Sag. You really don't want to put too much more burdened weight on a horse that's got a limp, you know what I mean? And that underlying current gives me great pleasure, though, that Chariot. It tells me through all of this, though, there will be movement underneath the surface that really will bring it together on the day of the minute of the moment when it is needed. It will not F up, it will not falter, it will not flicker. it will take to flight, and it will come in for you on that particular night. You know what I mean? So let's go through and clarify now for Sag why the kids are being semi-quiet or semi-stable. It's like a cataclysmic, God knows what. So let's clarify this beautiful reading for Sagittarius, please, spirits and guides, with clear and precise clarification. So the current energy we have for the Sagittarius, we have the Hangman inverted. So let's clarify this energy now for Sag. Current energy for Sagittarius, we have the Hangman reverse. Why is the Hangman reverse here, please? Clarify the Hangman reverse. Ten of Pentacles, upright, which is the outcome, of course, but inverted. Let's look at the challenge now for Sagittarius. We have that Knight of Pentacles reverse. Let's clarify that Knight of Pentacles reverse. Why is that a Knight? That's the one, right? Knight of Pentacles reverse. The Fool reverse. Crowning the reading for Sagittarius, we have the Six of Candles reverse. Let's clarify that Six of Candles. Yep, okay. Whoa. Three of Cups. Eight of Wands. Judgment reverse. Six of Swords. Root of the reading, we have the Ten of Candles. Let's clarify that Ten of Candles now for Sag. Clarify the Ten of Candles. Temperance, you. Past energy, we have the Seven of Candles reverse. Ace of Cups reversed. Ace of Cups is in your hopes and fears. Moving forward from that, we have the Two of Needles reversed. Let's clarify that Two of Needles reverse. The Sun reverse, wow. Spirit's advice for Sagittarius is April. Eight of Potions. Five of Swords reverse. Four of Wands reverse. And you take three, okay. Nine of Cups, all right. Outsider's view of you, they see the Ace of Presents reverse. Let's clarify that Ace of Presents reverse. King of Swords. Hopes and fears for Sag, we have the Ace of Potions. Let's clarify that Ace of Potions. Queen of Cups reverse. And finally, the outcome for Sagittarius is April 2023. We had the Ten of Presents reverse. Let's clarify. Ten of Presents reverse. Ten of Presents reverse. Ace of Swords reverse. Clarify further the Ten of Pentacles reverse and the Ace of Swords reverse for the outcome for Sag. Six of Wands reverse. Still not getting that support. Bottom of the deck, Two of Swords reverse, which was that moving forward energy. You're trying to push through a lot of disdain and a lot of emotional, intellectual pain. But you do know and you do recognise that there has been some mistakes. There has been some real big F-ups. And there has been some real points where you should have done things a little differently. And if you had your time over again, hey, maybe you would. We don't always get those options in the game of life. Those buttons aren't always there for each of us to push at the willing. And I think that's what you're finding. We're not all gifted with the same opportunities. Equality is a funny thing, I want to say, because the second deck I used, the Light Seers, is a very equality deck with the different nationalities of skin colours and races throughout. Maybe some of you are dealing with something like that, some inequality, whether that's via sexuality, gender, race, colour, or just because you are you. Give me a moment and then we'll go through the clarification. I'll explain it all to you guys. Alright, we're going to have to push on through because my phone's got a little bit flat. Sorry about that, guys. So the current energy for Sagittarius is April. We had the Hangman inverted initially, and this is clarified by the Ten of Pentacles. There is a lack of clarity being learned here, or a lack of alignment, but we are plentiful still with that Ten of Pentacles. There's lots of monetary wealth. Our relations are quite good still. But I feel like it's that same tripper thing of we keep getting caught up in the same spider's web or the same situations. We have good, plentiful, monetary, materialistic gains and riches at this point in time. We're not hurting for it. But we're lacking in the spiritual enlightenment from it. This experience could be so much more, is what I'm saying. Your challenge, The Knight of Pentacles reversed with the Fool reverse. Complete states of Rita and going into frenzy mode of not knowing what to do, feeling shackled to things that you don't want to be a part of, or feeling like there's a lot of mundane and repetitional shit that you've got to do and you just don't feel a key, a tone, or to want to play that. Lack of want there. Subconscious has much to say in the forefront. Six of Candles reversed, Three of Cups, Eight of Wands, Judgment reversed, Six of Swords, 2 sixes on either end of that pig lining up. Your head's everywhere. Six of Candles reverse. Sense of lacking in support, but the Three of Cups are saying there is some sort of resolution that comes from that lack of support, though. Maybe realignment with other people outside the initial circle that you would normally need backing from, or something of that nature. Eight of Wands are saying you are moving fast and furious with swift speed and communication towards this. But there's a sense of not atoning for something here, either on your side or theirs, which is going to lead to the Six of Swords really being ousted and left back in that mental turmoil of trying to work out where it all went wrong and picking it all apart again. The lack of atonement of it, the lack of experience, the lack of depth is what's missing here. It's all very surface level. Like the issues aren't, but what I'm saying is the gifting of self needs to be more. The root of the ring, the Ten of Candles with you, Temperance, Sagittarius is major arcana. Many burdens. You need to find your balance, your moderation, the peak by which you need to live in a balanced situation where light and shadow can equally flux and you're not burning yourself out with the wick at both ends and really being out of alignment because of it. In your mind, body and soul. The past energy, Seven of Candles reverse, Ace of Cups reverse. Really losing the battles here. Much and many against those that you were trying to get up. The Ace of Cups has led to a real dislikement of the outlook and led to a lot of relationships or friendships or even connections just dying away before they even had a chance to bloom, maybe. Moving forward from that, the Two of Needles reverse with the Sun reverse. Two of Swords reverse is that about a lot of mistakes, a lot of loss, and a lot of being hard on self. The Sun reverse is saying this has really led you to a lonely place where you really aren't happy, but there's no way, I think, that you feel that you can change this at this point in time, or maybe ever. Because every opportunity has led to dead ends in the end, even when for a moment there was glimmers of hope. Spirit's advice again is much and many. The Eight of Potions, Eight of Cups, Five of Swords reverse, Four of Wands reverse with the Nine of Cups. You've got to walk away from some shit, Sagittarius, with the Eight of Cups. You've got to actively make the choice to cut ties with something to really get away from it, because the Five of Swords reverse. Otherwise, there's going to be more downfall. There's going to be a lot more loss. Four of Wands reverse. There'll still be relationships with these people, perhaps, but they won't be plentiful. But it will lead to Nine of Cups. You finally growing that part of yourself that is needed it before gifting it to another, which was lacking. And I think that's why a lot of this alignment has happened for you, because you've got to learn to love yourself before you can even love another individual. Outsiders view, Ace of Pentacles reverse with the King of Swords. They see someone that's opportunities have really dried up or become non-existent, cancellations of plans, but someone that is really mentally switched on and can see something long before it comes and can really move with the quicksand of it all very fast and can really make something out of this regardless. Hopes and fears for Sag, Ace of Potions, Queen of Cups reverse. You hope for it, but you fear it. The fresh new beginning, the seed of a start, of a connection, of something that you're really passionate and emotionally fulfilled by. But you fear it will change you or make you so wrapped up that you'll forget about other people, places, and things. You'll become non-existent in maybe their lives, or not being a part of it all, not being as intuitively guided, as like loose-footed, more structured, or just a little bit arrogant and of self. The outcome for Saggy, I love you so. 10 of Presents reverse, Ace of Swords reverse, 6 of Wands reverse. There is much depletion in this outcome of monetary asset or materialistic gains. With the Ace of Swords reverse, you're lacking in the force to do much of anything else but to accept this loss. The Six of Wands reverse. No one is there to support you. Again. There's a bit of a consensus here of I'm always there for them, they're never there for me, and yet again you're being let down. This letdown, I feel, is going to hurt much more than any other one that you've had it before in your past, or in regards to this situation or other situations similar of it in your lifetime. I want to say to you, you can only rely on yourself in this lifetime, and I know that's very easy to say. But you must be your own support system and do it for yourself. The disdain or whatever it is that you're feeling that has left you feeling like you've sucked something sour and you don't want to ever taste that shit again. Remember that. Take that on board. Don't just dismiss it and put it to the side and be negligent of the situation and or the experience, whether good, bad or ugly. Take it all on board and learn what you can from it. But for God, Sagittarius, don't ever try to forget it, because that's the problem. Spiritual growth cannot happen unless we take atonement for the things we can no longer change, but the things we did, however, do, no matter how long ago. I must love you and leave you, my darlings. But I hope to see you again with me on the next round. Redsky. All right, just real readings. I love you all, guys.